What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. We have got a lot of content here to cover today because we just got the brand new beta version of Call of Duty Mobile in preparation for the next season update. And this one contains a lot of new content. Usually when we get the beta, we'll see some of the new items and maybe have like a new score streak or new map available. But in this one, I believe we've got 3 new maps. Yeah, 3 new maps: Hacienda, Chinese Nuketown, and Hardhat. And then we have 2 new guns available, which are going to be the Kilo 141 from Modern Warfare and the PPSH 41, which is just in a lot of CODs, World War II, Vanguard, even Advanced Warfare. I know was in that COD. I want to say it was probably in like Black Ops 3. World at War is another big COD that this was in, but this thing comes into a lot of different games as the form of a DLC gun. And here we are getting this in COD Mobile, which this is the gun that I'm super excited for. So I'm going to be coming out with multiple videos today. The PPSH and Kilo are both going to be their own separate gameplays, so stay on the lookout for both of those. But today we're going to be covering some of the new items, the new chopper gunner score streak, which is something I'm super hyped for, as well as obviously showing you guys those 3 new maps. So it's going to be a busy day for content here on the channel. If you guys haven't already subscribed and you love Call of Duty Mobile content, might be worthwhile for you to go ahead, hit that sub button with that notification bell on so you can see all this new content as soon as I drop it here on the channel. As I'm talking, I'm going through. I don't see any new perks, so it doesn't look like we're going to have any of those. And I did check. There's going to be no new operators, but we will be having a new tactical item, which is one that I've actually showed off here on the channel before. It's the Storm Ball now. The community had an overwhelmingly negative review on what this used to look like. They said it would look really dumb if they added it into COD Mobile, so I guess they took that into consideration and then just redesigned it a little bit with the same functionality. So it might be returning. We'll see what people say about it in this edition of the game, but from what I've seen on Twitter, it does look a little bit better. We'll be showing that here off in today's video, though, regardless. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I'm super hyped for the chopper gunner. I know I already mentioned that, but I played a lot of Black Ops 1 and then back in Modern Warfare 2019 as well. I was grinding out that score streak all the time. Definitely one of my favorites, and I'm just excited to have it here in COD Mobile. Basically, if you guys have never seen it before, it should be a variant of a Vito Worship, but I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better here in this game, depending on how many shots it takes to shoot down. Yeah, hopping into our first new upcoming map. This is going to be Hacienda from Black Ops 4. I've actually played this map a good bit on that game. I haven't played it since. So just to start off, we're going to be showing off the spawn points over here. This video is going to be less about gameplay, more just kind of showcasing some of the new stuff. And then the entire left lane from this perspective is actually going to be water, which you can finally swim in and play in. So just like in Black Ops 4, you're going to be able to have water gunfights in the multiplayer, which is really cool. We've had this sort of function in COD Mobile for a long time now, because if you played the BR, you would know that you've been able to swim and shoot, but it's finally making its way into the multiplayer. And despite me being on medium graphics, this looks really good. So I'm looking to see where you can hop back up here on this edition of the game. I think the only way is over here. Yeah, you can go ahead and hop up. Let me test the other spots. I know in Black Ops you couldn't hop these walls. At least I don't remember you could. So it looks like once you go down that left lane, that's basically a flank. So you can take fights in the water. People can peek you like this and shoot you from up top. And the only way that I think you can really get up is either over there or the garage over here. But the majority of this map is going to be a center building, which we're walking into now. You're going to have the courtyard and then just this top sort of catwalk area. Walk back around over here and it's going to take you to the courtyard through the lounge bar area. Okay, I was curious on how this room was going to be here. So in Black Ops 4, this was a hidden room, but it looks like in this game it's just going to be open. But then, once you walk through here, which was just connected to the courtyard, it'll take you back up top. So there's going to be a couple of ways to get to the top floor of this area. Try to get this kill here on my 3000 ping. Right back over here is going to be another spawn point for the enemies. You guys had seen my original spawn side. This is going to be the counter to that. This goes pretty deep. You actually even have a vehicle way back here to head glitch and stuff. Go ahead and toss a hunter killer. This map looks good though. They did a really good job. When I had originally seen that one map that's in COD Mobile now, it's a frontline only map. I kept saying this was a map that really resembled a lot. Okay, let's see if we can start racking up a couple of kills and grab ourselves the chopper gunner. And I also want to test this hop up, which looks like it's going to work here in COD Mobile as soon as I get my jump fatigue down. Spotted. Oh yeah, by the way, you have another line over here with another doorway. Just to mention that.
Target's inside.
And with that kill, we got ourselves our first ever chopper gunner. So let's go ahead and call that out. I was curious on how this is going to be. So it doesn't sound like we're going to have audio at the moment. And if anything looks kind of funky, it's just because I'm on horrible ping. I'm assuming those sort of flares are for in case you get locked on. But that's just like a first look at this. We're definitely going to get it again a couple more times. Obviously, once it comes to the official versions of COD Mobile, it's going to have sound. It's just because this is like a very, very like test beta build. It's going to have some small little issues like that. Yeah, dude, my ping's awful. But yeah, here's the garage entrance and the other side of that. And then like I had mentioned, you go ahead and just jump down here. You're back underwater again. And you can actually go pretty far on this. I'd assume COD Mobile will let you actually like go outside the boundaries and they'll just say like, oh, come back in 3 seconds. Yeah, so you can see this goes like pretty dang deep. If I go ahead and peek up, we're pretty far off the map. This is actually a perfect opportunity for me to show off this smoke ball thing. So if I just popped it right over here, what would it do? It like drops a smoke. Yeah, and then there's the smoke. So if you guys do remember what that one, like, I mean, whatever version of this looked like before, here it is again, new and improved. We do have a ramp over here coming from the garage going back into this spawn point. So there's that. All right, that will be Hacienda and, you know, the chopper gunner first impressions. I want to get a couple of kills with it and really show it off to you guys. From what it looks like, it's going to be 3 like turret shots to get a kill because it was hitting players for 40. So I'm assuming on like a decent connection or once it's like fully built and put into the game, it's going to be super easy to get kills with. The length of it was pretty good. And like I said, if it does have the 2 flares, then I would probably rank that better than the VTOL warship just because you could probably tank a whole lot of shots. Anyway, moving forward, we've got Chinese Nuketown. It's going to be the 3rd implementation of Nuketown here since the release of COD Mobile, and I'm hyped for it. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this version of Nuketown before. The background like art looks really good. But yeah, there's really not too much to explain here about it. It's Nuketown. Looks so good. It's sort of like a night version as well. Seems like this version, very similar to Nuketown Russia, is going to be a little bit more lengthy than the default Nuketown. But this looks good. Like, I'm impressed. This is actually my favorite Nuketown. Got the head glitch over here in the mid building. Yeah, obviously the truck over here, which we had just showed off. A bus, and then I would say that's just like another truck. There's the classic Nuketown sign. It's got like a gong on it, which is pretty cool. You got garage over here leading into the enemy spawn point, which again looks just really clean. I can't get over the background for this. This is what looks the best to me. It's so detailed, like all around. Anyway, going into the next building here. And you still got like your little balconies that you can head glitch on. Dude, this looks so freaking cool, especially with like the AK as well in hand. All right, chopper gunner is ready. So what's cool about this is actually if your character dies while you're in it, you don't actually lose the chopper gunner, which I like. Let me see if I can finally get some kills with it though. Okay, there we go. So I was right. It does take about 3 hits. I'm not sure if maybe there's like a BSA factor and that's why these shots are missing, or again, if it was just like my connection. Oh, you can see the entire city from this thing. Yeah, this looks sick. Okay, let me see if I can get some more kills though. You can see like in the center though, we do have like an overcharge sort of bar indicating how long you can shoot the turret until it overheats. I would say for like how cheap it is, it's probably going to be like insane. I'd imagine on average, you're probably going to get about 1 full team wipe with it. The bottom level of this building. Just trying to like sit here and appreciate the art a little bit. This looks nice. But with that, I'll go ahead and do it here for Nuketown, China. I don't think this was in any other Call of Duty. I've never seen that version of the map before, so this might be like a COD Mobile exclusive at the moment. I'm looking this up. Chinese Nuketown. Yeah, this is the first time it's ever been in the game. Okay, finally, we've got Hardhat, which originates from Modern Warfare 3, but I believe we're going to have the Modern Warfare 2019 remake edition of the map. So if you guys are familiar with that version, that's more than likely, yeah, exactly what we're getting here, but it's going to have the same breakdown. This was one of my favorite maps from Modern Warfare 3. You guys, I've talked about a lot who've been watching my channel would know that Modern Warfare 3 was my favorite Call of Duty growing up. It was my first one as well, so I'm a big fan of this edition as well. Why does this look like you can go up top almost? I feel like this is incomplete on the top, but yeah, you go under the tube and this will take you to the middle of the map where I'm about to pop a 3-piece. Let's go. And then you do have a building over here, which is going to connect over. This was like the power position to hold back in the Modern Warfare 3 days. Like if you held this spot, especially in a free-for-all, ooh, you were dominating. I will say I'm happy that we don't have doors here. I know the Modern Warfare 2019 edition does, which is just super annoying. Over here, you have like a really nasty head glitch position to like spawn trap enemies at as well, because there's a spawn point right over here. That's actually where I originally spawned up at. You loop back over here, you have more construction to like play around with. Again, a whole bunch of other spots. This right here was another one of like my favorite head glitches to play back in the day. Actually, just everything about this map, dude. I love it. There's so many options to rotate around and like a lot of positions for you to go ahead and play. This tractor was another one, and you could watch the spawn points over here, which, believe it or not, right in front of me was a spawn point as well. You could hop up over here, head glitch the barrels, hop up over here for who knows what reason, just to throw off enemies, I guess. Enemies here in the cylinders. And then that will bring us back around over here, where you are going to have another option to go either down low or up top. And then you have this little building as well, which, you know, you can play. Use as a head glitch to spawn trap players up top. Something like that. So walking up here, you're going to have a couple of different angles. You can watch the pipe down there. Watch any players walking over here, or if they walk around over there, you've got that angle. You can go back down around over here. You have that little staircase, which is going to take you to the bottom entrance of this part of the map. Again, it connects back around over here. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of different like variety of positions you can actually play on this map. A lot of map to work with, which is going to allow for players who are like really map aware to outplay other players. So from over here, we entered that pipe earlier. I just saw a player mid, so maybe that's actually not going to be something that needs to be filled up. I don't know. But you can walk around over here, and then, like I said, you can actually like head glitch and shoot players from over there, jump over on this pipe, shoot players there, shoot players down there. Apparently see across the map. That's definitely a COD Mobile like thing. So I'm back up, and over here was where I had originally spawned back in. So that's like an entire 360 of the map. I've got a couple more kills here of time left in the game, so let me see if I can get them with the chopper gunner. Yeah, I'm really curious on like how accurate you have to be on this thing. Doesn't look like you have to be like insanely accurate. I think it might just be the ping making it look bad, but right there, finishing off this game with a double kill. All right, everybody, with that though, that is going to go ahead and conclude today's first video. As I'd mentioned before, we are going to have a couple follow-ups later today on the PPSH and the Kilo. So if you're looking forward to that, definitely stay on the lookout here on the page for those videos. But everyone, that will do it here for myself. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.